I've upgraded my Kylo Ren costume, and I'm going to walk you through exactly where I got everything and what I did to make it look so good today on Darth Rage Reviews.
Evacuate? In our moment of triumph? I think you overestimate their chances.
Greetings, Force fans, and welcome to another episode of Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force. Welcome, welcome. I hope you guys are enjoying the new content that I've got coming your way. Today, I'm going to be going into a little bit of cosplay, specifically my Kylo Ren costume and the recent upgrades that I've done to it. So, as always, guys, if you like the content, please give me a like down there, give me a subscribe, hit that bell so you guys are notified when I get new stuff coming out. So, those of you guys who've been following the channel, you guys know that I had a Kylo costume and I've upgraded a Kylo costume, and I'm going to do a little comparison for you so you guys can kind of see the differences and what you get for the price and what you get when you put a little work into it. So over on this side here is my old costume. So you can see it was a two-piece Disney plastic mask that I've done a little bit of upgrading to. I added a visor in here and just added more secure way to put it on my head. So not bad. My problem was it's far too fat. That's not what his helmet's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be a little bit more like that. And I didn't want to get into, you can get a heat gun and kind of mold it closer and actually go through a whole lot of stuff to make this look better. I just didn't really want to go that route. So I upgraded my helmet a different way. And I'll get into that later. But this was my original helmet, and then my original costume were these little gloves, this rubber version of his belt, and then a scarf hood that's really small, and the one-piece costume. So got this, all of this from fun.com. So the outfit and the hat. The outfit was, I think, 60. The hat was 50 bucks, maybe 60 bucks. So it was like 120 all told for all this. It's fine. It doesn't look, you can tell it's Kylo Ren. I'll give you that. But it doesn't look like movie quality Kylo Ren, which was what I was going for. And the upgrades that I've done, I think, bring me much closer to that. It's not 501st quality, but it looks pretty badass. At the end of all this, I'm going to put them both on so you guys can kind of see and compare the differences in the costumes. So I'm going to get the old one out of the way, and then we're going to just walk through the new pieces that I have here. So, helmet to the side. So the new costume I got this at unibuyplus.com, UNIBUY+.com. I'll put a link in the description. It's a new site that I found that has all kinds of really, really affordable versions of superheroes, space wizards, regular wizards, Game of Thrones. I mean, any movie or television series that you would want to cosplay, they've probably got the costume there. Great selection of boots as well, so that's super cool too. And they're cosplay boots, so not something you want to wear around, but for 40 bucks, less than 40 bucks, you can get a pair of Kylo Ren boots, from there. And they've got basically every Star Wars character that you would want a boot of, they have there, unibuyplus.com. So I found this Kylo costume there for $90, shipped within, it was in my house within 2 weeks. And it is a much better quality costume. So the hood, scarf, as you can see, it's that kind of basket weave fabric that Kylo's actual costume is. Super cool. It's much thicker quality. And you get the same in the actual tunic itself. And then the arms are those layered, kind of webbed, I don't know what you'd call that, ridged arms. Very, very nice. The gloves are longer gloves, more accurate. They've got the fingers, and this looks like what Kylo's gloves are supposed to look like. And then the belt is that faux leather with a much better, much more accurate belt buckle. And actually, it'll probably come through and weather these, because in the actual costume, the top and bottom seams on the belt are weathered to where they're, you know, almost like a gray color. So I may come through and do that. But this, plus the bonus of this, my old costume was a little large, didn't fit super well, so I kind of had to cinch it up in the back. And this one fits extremely well. And then as a bonus, I actually wear my old tunic underneath it to kind of bulk up the whole costume, and it gives me extra layers on the bottom that, you know, I think add to all of it. So again, I got this from unibuyplus.com, $90, and then I got these boots also from Unibuy Plus, and these were $40. Awesome Force Awakens Kylo boots. Comfortable, you know, again, I'm not going to go outside walking around a whole lot in them, but for cosplay boots, they're awesome. Then I was looking around on eBay, and I ran across a ad for a cast helmet that was $30. So a $30 unfinished Kylo cast helmet. And it was $30 because if you look at it, the snout on the side, the profile looks really good. The front, the faceplate is a little bit long. I may end up trying to fix that. I don't know. But it's a little bit long, which is kind of why I got it so cheap. So purchased this, and I'll put some pictures up here so you guys can see what it looked like when it came. It came in 2 pieces, unfinished. And then went through the process of finishing my first helmet. And I gotta say, I'm really proud with the finished product. So I had to take the visor out, drill and Dremel all these holes in here. So I actually got a Dremel. Let me pull this out. So if you're doing this kind of thing, this isn't required, but it sure does make the job a whole lot quicker and a whole lot easier. So Dremel, lots of different attachments like blades. This is a sandpaper attachment, but it makes the drilling out of these holes and the smoothing of all the unfinished edges a whole lot easier and a whole lot quicker. Again, you can do it without it. You could probably do it all manually or with a drill if you needed to. And that's actually how I took the visor part out. I went through and drilled it and just popped it out. It was a lot easier, and then just dremeled around the edges. So did that. Then you had to glue the faceplate onto the front of the shield, or the front of the helmet. So glued the faceplate on, filled this part in here with Bondo. It's like a little putty that comes with a hardening agent. Let that sit overnight, and then literally just painted it with 3 types of paint. So a matte black paint and primer. Sanded the whole thing with with an 800 grit sandpaper. Matte flat black primer, 2 coats, and then sanded it again. Then 1 more coat of matte black. Then I kind of splattered it with this gloss black, and it gives it kind of a cool, when the light hits it, it shines off in different ways. Taped the whole thing off, which is about the longest process, was taping all of these blacks here, and then hit it with a couple coats of this metallic finish, this chrome finish, which I think turned out really, really nice. Then came back over it after everything had dried with a dry brush, because I dremeled in some of the damage accents, that bullet here and some of the dents and stuff. But then I came through and dry brushed some weathering on the sides and in the creases, nothing there. So just to add to the look of it. So again, very, very happy with kind of how this turned out. This was my first helmet build, and I gotta say, I'm very, very happy with that. So all told, it was the $30 helmet and about $20 in supplies to get this. So it cost me almost, not much more than this one did, and you can see the difference. I mean, this is the what it should look like. Thin wise, that's just far too fat, but again, you can tell that faceplate's just a little bit ducky, a little bit duck billed. So, but I'm all right with that, because this looks a whole lot better than this. So very, very happy with how that turned out. So next up, I'm gonna put on the old costume, let you guys see what the old costume looks like. I'm gonna put on the new costume, let you guys see what the new costume looks like, so you guys can see the difference and see how much better this one is. So let me break the camera here, or stop this and take a break, set this up so you guys can take a look at the costumes on me. All right? All right, so this is the original Kylo. As you can see, very... Just hold it here. As you can see, it's not, you know, you could tell it's Kylo, but that's about it. The helmet on there doesn't help. So, first Kylo, not too impressive. Now, let me change it up, show you what we're dealing with now. As you can tell, this version is much better, much more accurate, surprisingly not much more expensive. So the difference between the cheapest and the mid-level, to me, is night and day. So, you know, and I got the boots added in too, which are a nice touch. So, what do you guys think? Upgrade of my Kylo Ren costume. I think I've done pretty well. But you guys tell me what you think. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Please make sure to go check out unibuyplus.com if you guys are looking for any type of cosplay needs. Really great site. Really affordable. Got this there. Less than 100 for the Kylo, less than 40 for the boots. So make sure to check them out, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's the new direction the channel is heading. A little more cosplay, a little less lightsaber. Hope that's not a problem. As always, guys, I am Darth Rage. This is Darth Rage Reviews, your source for the Force.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced.